Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Man, it feels good to finally be back. Today, I'm going to be continuing my playthrough of Megaman X. In the last episode, I took on Central Highway, got a little beat up by Vile and saved by Zero, and we took on and beat Chill Penguin. In this episode, I'm going to be fighting Flame Mammoth, and honestly, I hate saying this guy's name. Let's call him Boomer. I'm going to be fighting Flame Mammoth today and Boomer. Please consider subscribing if you like what you see, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you're notified of my newest uploads. Now, without further ado, let's get right into the action.
And here we are, everyone, taking on Flame Mammoth stage. I gotta say, the design of every single stage in this game looks amazing. It's just super memorable to me, along with the music, even the sound effects. Like, no matter how long time passes since I last played this game, it always feels like a breath of fresh air. And right here we found a heart container. This is why I chose to do Flame Mammoth stage after being Chill Penguin. Normally there's lava everywhere under there and it would not be fun going through all of that just to get the heart tank. Thankfully, some bosses, like beating them in a certain order, changes how you progress through another stage, and that's one thing I really appreciate from the Mega Man X games. Honestly, I never understood why there were just two Metars, those little helmet enemies up here. It just feels very out of place. Why don't we see more of them through this entire stage? But anyways, right here is one of the 4 energy tanks given to me from the game. We just have 3 more to go, and it's really great that we get one this early on in the game. Replaying this game, like I mentioned before, it honestly feels so great. I always have fun with this game no matter where I go. It's just such a memorable and nostalgic game for myself. As a kid, I would always play this every single chance I got. I used to play this on the original SNES. I actually still have the cartridge laying around here somewhere. But yeah, every time I picked it up, I would replay the game for months, weeks. Just, I would never get tired of this game and what it has to offer. And just like that, we're at Flame Mammoth already. This stage wasn't too hard. It was actually pretty enjoyable. Now, I would like to be full health for this boss fight. Or as close to full health as it can possibly be, I guess. Here we go. Flame Mammoth is such a fun boss fight. You gotta be careful though whenever he jumps into the air. Be airborne before he lands. Otherwise, you're gonna fall and you're just gonna be stunned for a while, and that's free punishment for him. As you can see, those oil puddles there, you're gonna want to stay clear from them. If he lights one on fire, you're gonna take a lot of damage. Yep, just like you saw right there, the puddle just burned and became like a bonfire. You're gonna want to stay clear of that. Other than that, there's not really much to worry about with Flame Mammoth. His jump tracks wherever you last were, so as long as you can just stay mobile and move around a lot, this boss fight's pretty much easy. And with that, we got Fire Wave. This is one of my most favorite energy weapons. It's just so fun to play around, and it's really good for so many situations. Now with Flame Mammoth out of the way and we have Fire Wave, I think it's time we go back to Chill Penguin stage. There was actually a hard tank that I wasn't able to get before without Fire Wave. Alright guys, and the hard tank is actually up ahead. It's gonna be past this mech. Now what Fire Wave does is actually what this mech just did, destroyed those little domes. And we need this mech to get up to higher ground to where the hard tank actually is. And there we go. Now that I have Fire Wave, we can get the hard tank pretty easily. That's all there is to it. Now it's time to take on Mr. Boomer. He has such a cool and menacing design. Some people honestly call him Reject Cutman or Upgraded Cutman. I don't know. I think he has enough to set himself apart from the original Cutman boss. Now this is another stage I really like. It's so cool design wise, just the colors, the atmosphere of it, the background, even the enemy placement is just really fun to go through this stage. It's pretty linear, almost like climbing a tower, which it kind of is, but still just such a nice stage to play through. Now you're gonna want to be careful with these lasers. Yep, just like that. If you're not careful, those robots up there will all shoot you down at the same time. And the bad part about this is that they're all indestructible. They cannot move or be destroyed no matter what you do. Let's just use Fire Wave for this part. This is what I mean. Fire Wave is just such a nice energy weapon. It's so fun to use, especially for clearing out mobs and enemies. This elevator ride is a little menacing, I won't lie. That's my first thought when I first played this game. Thankfully, I've been through here enough times that I know where the placement of everything is. This side of the tower has always been pretty unique, and I appreciate the design and level and enemy placement of this level. It's just so fun to go through. When I first played through this stage, I never thought I'd be skating the side of a tower. There's one thing I never understood. This little slot in the wall right here, these slots are where enemies come out from the wall, but there's nothing there. There's just an empty space. Nothing ever comes out from there, nothing ever will. It's just so odd to me. Has anyone ever looked into this? I think it's a cool detail, but it's just why isn't anything there? And up here there's another heart tank, as you guys can see. I can try to get up there. I know there's a way to get up there with a dash. As you guys see, I'm trying my best to get up there, but it's just not happening. So what I think I should do here is come back with Boomer's energy weapon and get it pretty easily that way, since his energy weapon is literally just a boomerang that goes, gets random items, and comes back to you. Now these enemies here, the little helicopter propeller enemies, whatever you want to call them, I appreciate these types of enemies in this game just because in a Mega Man game where you get from point A to point B, they open up different ways for you to get where you're going. And it's just such a nice little thing that maybe it won't impact gameplay too much, but it just gives players the liberty of doing really whatever they want to do that's more fun in their opinion or in their perspective. Okay, now time to take on Mr. Boomer. Now, Boomer's boss fight is pretty straightforward, similar to Flame Mammoth's. He just charges at you and you just gotta do your best to avoid him. If you stay pretty mobile, just like how I am, this boss fight is still kind of easy. His teleporting and his boomerang throwing can mess you up a little bit, so just watch out for that. The moment he shows up from teleporting, just gun him down the first chance you get. And like you saw right there, his grab, stay clear from his grab as much as you can. If he throws you up into the roof, you're gonna take a lot of damage. And that's all there is to it. There's the Boomerang Cutter energy weapon. This energy weapon is really fun and creative, but I feel the damage should be a little higher just so it could be used more often. As promised, here I am guys, back again, trying to get the heart tank. Like I mentioned before, this heart tank is pretty straightforward to get. All we have to do is use Boomerang Cutter, and there we go, it's as easy as that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. In the next episode, I'm planning on taking on Sting Chameleon and Spark Mandrill. Well, actually, now that I think about it, Sting Chameleon for sure is going to be the next boss I want to take on. But I think besides him, I could take on maybe Storm Eagle, just so I can get the helmet upgrade and run back to Flame Mammoth stage and get another armor upgrade that I really need. Hope to see you all next time. Just a reminder, if you like what you saw, please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you're notified of my newest uploads. Take care everyone.